And we are picking up our session from a rather intense combat on what should have been a peaceful outing on the Polar Express.
We're little troublemakers. You can't take us anywhere.
It's true.
It is. Yeah. It was fun.
We got put on house arrest for a reason.
But we're still on the Polar Express.
So, this is going to take place as you guys have gotten your tickets punched. We are picking back up from where you guys got your tickets punched. You guys are kind of setting up. You haven't boarded the train just yet. It was kind of punched while you guys were milling about and whatnot. And as you guys are kind of discussing and stuff, you see the elves are celebrating, and at this point Santa has already left to go deliver all the presents. And as you guys are kind of hanging around, you see that Stella and Rimna board the train, and as you guys go to board, you three and Birch, all four of your keyblades appear in your hands.
Oh.
And it shocks you for a second. You're looking around, what's going on, and then you see as each of you have a beam of light shoot from the tip of your keyblade to the top of the tree at the star.
Oh God!
And when you guys look up, you actually see that the center of the star is a keyhole instead of a star.
No.
Yes, that's so cool.
God.
And
Right.
Birch kind of looks over at you three and goes, "You guys know what to do, right?"
Oh,
Let's
Nessa's
turn.
like, I guess so, and she starts pointing her keyblade up.
Yeah.
Yep, they follow suit.
All right, the four of you all point your keyblades towards the star, and you actually see two more beams of light coming from the adult's car. And as you guys all sit there and point, after a second, you hear a click.
Oh.
And you begin to see the snow fall. A light snowfall. And as you guys kind of hold your hands out and to feel and whatnot, each of you feel something fall into your hands.
Oh.
Oh,
You look-
wild.
You look down and you see it's part of a keychain, one of three. And holding them up, you see that they all fit together.
Huh.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Faye-
immediately, like, putting them together.
Connecting
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Zen, yours looks like the engine of the train. Nessa, yours looks like a doll, like a tiny porcelain doll that you would give a child.
Aww.
And
Okay.
Prominent form?
Faye, yours is just a mug of hot cocoa.
Yummy.
So pure.
Hot cocoa.
So, you can equip these now if you so wish, and these will give you, the Keyblade Christmas Cheer.
Ooh, I'll totally equip mine.
What is,
So, it is a +1 Keyblade damage.
Okay.
It deals blizzard element damage,
Okay.
and in the description of what, like, the special ability that it does, if you move your full movement before attacking, you get a -1 to explode.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah. So it's easier to explode.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So, something that is going to be a little bit of a homebrew. If a keyblade is element aspected, not your special ones, like your Zen being gravity aspected, but keyblades that you guys find, if they are element aspected, that means you add the keyblade's damage to the damage of the spell. So
Okay.
if you guys were to cast Blizzard, which has a +1 damage, with Christmas
You'd add
Cheer,
an additional +1.
yes, it would be a +2
Okay.
damage.
Because we use our
That's
keyblades as our
fair.
wand, so if you use a matching
Yeah.
element, then it would add that damage the same. Okay,
Exactly.
Oh, that's
exactly.
nice. Okay.
So it's pretty handy. It's something that I think just kind of works. It makes sense. And there will be, elements for all of them: blizzard, water, fire, thunder, gravity, dark, light.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
as we've previously discussed, your personal keyblades will grow and with you. And eventually you will be able to attribute your damage bonus on your keyblades to that element based off of what you're doing. Like Zen, you'd be able to add your damage bonus to gravity spells.
Oh, that's
Fair enough.
busted for him.
Or Fae, depending on kind of how your route goes, light or dark.
Right.
And Nessa, I believe yours is sort of water elementally.
Yeah, water, or like I was also gonna say maybe leaning toward more blizzard because like that's one of her first synergy spells. So
Fair. Then yeah, we can
I could see that.
we can always work on it.
All right.
But yeah, just as examples. But for right now, Christmas Cheer will be your first additional keyblade, as Matt's still working on the one from the
It's next door.
the kids next door.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
Also, I dropped Christmas Cheer's description in the Discord for us to
Yeah,
keep
I
track.
saw it.
Which is nice. Thank you.
Okay, well, Phelan's gonna, I guess, pocket the keychain with the ticket.
okay.
Yeah,
Or
Nessa.
are we all-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nessa's
Zen's
putting on
not
her keyblade.
activating his. He's just
No,
sticking with
Faye's
his
not
original.
activating his either.
Yeah, Nessa's gonna activate hers.
You're gonna activate it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you clip the keychain onto your keyblade, and you watch as your hand explodes in a cloud of snowflakes. And in your hand now it's a rather simple yet complex keyblade. The hand guards seem to be made out of candy canes, and the stem of the blade itself seems to be made out of attached cars and caboose of the Polar Express. And the tooth of the key is a piping mug of hot cocoa.
Very cute.
I
Very
like that.
cute.
Phelan's catching snowflakes on his tongue.
What?
Birch is kind of standing there like, that is so cool.
And Nessa's like, right. She just kind of like starts like, swinging the keyblade, kind of going through some practice poses just to see how it feels. And
Make
everything. And
Make
is
a
really
notice
loving it.
check, Nessa.
Ooh, notice. Okay. Ooh, splody. 7.
Big.
7. Okay. So you notice first off that Birch didn't get a keychain.
Okay.
That's upsetting.
That is a little weird. She fought.
And second, you actually see Matthew. He is sitting on the edge of the train, like on the steps. And he's staring like furrowed brow at his ticket. Oh, right. Speaking of ticket, once you've actually clipped your keychain onto it and transformed it into Christmas cheer, your keychain turns into a golden ticket.
Ooh, okay.
Mute.
Nessa just kind of looks over at Birch, and she remembers that. She'll remember that. And then she kind of looks over at Matthew and decides to put away her keyblade. Is like, "What's up?
Huh?
What's on your ticket?"
Oh, here.
Phelan jogs over to see. He's curious.
He hands over the ticket, and you see it punched in it is experience. And kind of as you're flipping it around, it actually does change. And it changes to try. And then it turns back to experience.
Huh.
And he's like, that's the same thing I got when I was here when I was 5.
Really?
Somebody hasn't been doing what he's supposed to do.
Oh.
And that's
I'm not
that's
there. I'm not over there.
That's the confusing thing is usually they try to like give you some sort of lesson or something with these tickets. But
Mhm.
and like I said, last time I got try or experience. And so that's what I've been doing is, you know, I do all this research and the experiments that I do and everything, and I try to get as much experience as I can get. I don't understand.
Oh, buddy.
Phelan sort of puts a hand on his shoulder, and he's like, well, trying and experience, sometimes that can take a bit. And you're still a kid. He tilts his head, and he's like, well, maybe 5-year-old Matthew wasn't exactly ready. Maybe you're ready now.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm not much older than you guys, and he kind of looks down at his hand, and you see he goes from that to glancing at Nessa's keyblade.
Ness just kind of, Ness is not entirely sure what to say because it's like she kind of looks down shameful, like maybe a little bit of shame in her eyes, and she just kind of like puts away the keyblade, really like just kind of puts it away, and it's like, Matthew, you will get it, I promise.
I mean,
You're going to. I believe.
I guess. I'm doing what they suggested, and nothing's working, so I guess... I don't know. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. I'll be fine. What do you guys get?
Phelan turns crimson. Nothing.
No,
Fine.
I shared, you gotta share. That's only fair.
So Nessa immediately is like, okay, and she kind of hands over her ticket that says motivate on it.
Yeah, I can see that. Because a lot of, from what I understand, it's kind of both what you're good at and what you need to improve on, so...
I mean, fair. And she just kind of giggles, just like a little bit awkwardly, and she's like, yeah, I don't know. She's just very, very awkward.
I mean, you can be pretty motivating when you give it when you try, Nessa, and I think you should.
Well, I'll do my best, and she just kind of blushes a little bit.
Faye.
Meanwhile, Zen
They
really
was just
wanted to
holding
go over
his behind
to
his back,
Birch.
kind of staring at his feet.
Sorry, what was that, Zen?
While this is going on, Zen wanted to go over to comfort Birch while they're comforting Matt. Just after.
Oh, Birch is kind of, she's at this point bent down and started scooping up, snow.
Yeah, he's just gonna kneel down to get at her level. What you doing?
Oh, cheering up. And, you're... In your confusion at that, she stands up, puts,
Oh, no.
packs the snowball, and
Oh no.
beams Matthew right in the head.
God, I love her.
Nessa immediately starts packing up a snowball and throws one at Birch.
Yeah, she's ducking for
Jalen is
cover.
using this commotion to quietly
Get out of
slip
that
away.
conversation.
Yeah, yeah, he's just quietly walking away, looking at the
But yeah.
pretty tree.
Now Nessa and Birch are in a snowball fight.
Oh yeah. By this point, Jameis is kind of after a few minutes, Jameis is gathering you guys up and all right, guys, we're heading out here in just a minute.
Killjoy!
I don't make the
Throw a
rules.
snowball at him. Zen's gonna throw a snowball at him.
Make me
Nessa
a body check.
Oh, I'm gonna miss. I know I am, but I'm gonna try anyway. Just straight body.
Yeah.
8.
Well, considering he fumbled.
Oh, he's getting it straight in the fucking schnoz.
Oh yeah, no, you hit him. You nail him so hard he actually hits the ground.
Nessa
He's already
immediately
packing
just-
another one because he knows that he's gonna pay for that.
Oh, Nessa's like already like starting to like get a whole ton of snow in her arms and like starts piling it on Jameis. We're gonna make Jameis into a snowman!
Guys,
It's just-
we need to leave.
But we gotta turn
They
Jameis
just-
into
yeah,
a
he just quietly parks the
snowman!
train.
You guys hear the whistle of the train.
Zen will help
Oh.
him up.
Oh shit! And Nessa immediately books it for the train.
Yeah, Zen's gonna reach out to help him up.
Yeah, he
He's already
takes to him.
walking on.
Yeah, by this point, Matthew, Meredith, and Avi are already on. Jameis takes your hands in and thanks, but that was mean.
I expected you to pull me down when I pulled you up, to be honest.
If we weren't pressed for time.
Yeah, he's just gonna get on the train.
But yeah, you guys load up and head on out. This music isn't on brand, but I'm not at this point. I'm not worried about.
We'll hunt for better ones eventually.
Yeah, we'll find.
Well, since we just got that music software, we could just start to mix our own.
Yeah,
That takes a bit.
There's also
We could
there's
learn.
also there's also a YouTuber that goes by Harris Heller, and he does
Oh, I
copyright free stuff. I love his stuff.
I love him.
you know what? This is
Obsessed with Stream Beats.
Yeah,
is
his
a
Stream Beat
minute
stuff is so
long.
But
But-
Stream Beats doesn't really have like KH aesthetic.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
We'll figure
But,
something
man, I
out.
do
We'll be
love-
more prepared next week.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
definitely be more prepared. However, this person does have this, which is copyright free, and it's supposed to be wintry. So
I know there's good
Good.
copyright free ambience tracks that are.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get
yeah,
get
we'll
there.
get there.
It's not that-
But
it'll be
anyways, so you guys head on to the train. You guys by about 2-3 in the morning, you guys actually make it back to Scala. And after the day that you guys have had, I want you to make me a body check to see if you guys are even still awake.
Okay.
You're looking to beat a 6.
Zen's unconscious. He fumbled.
Oh,
Where's my
buddy.
Zen's out.
Alright.
He didn't
Oh,
even make it to his sleeper
buddy.
Oh, Nessa
Oh,
rolled
Faye's
a
a
1.
7. He's got a lot to think
No.
about.
No, Nessa's a 1. She's conked too.
So
Nessa and Zen are just cuddling on one of the benches, just knocked out.
It's adorable.
Oh, Nessa's
Fucking wiped.
probably like sleeping right next to Zen.
Are you using that pillow that Meredith gave you?
Yes.
So cute.
He's
Yes,
just kind
you
of
better
watching
believe
them
it.
quietly. He rolled a 7, so he's still awake. He's got a lot to think about.
All right. Avier's out. Birch is out. Matt's still awake.
Oh.
He barely made
Oh,
it. He
so
rolled a
much for
6.
avoiding that conversation.
He rolled a 6. He is currently in a booth next to yours, Faye, and he's kind of just. He seems to be doing something on that tablet that he had brought.
Oh, I turn around on my knees and I peek over, like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Huh? Oh, I'm just working on some stuff. I've got.
Working on what?
He kind of his face doesn't exactly blush, but he does get a little red. Just present. That's all.
Oh, yeah, it is that time of year.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a Christmas present. It's just something I wanted to do for someone.
Oh, well, that's nice. Just us awake, huh?
Yeah.
Glances over at all their sleepy ass friends.
Hey, did you... I... Have you ever done the mistletoe thing?
Phelan's crimson. He sort of sighs a little and he's like, "Well, I am lacking a substantial amount of memory, but no, I don't think so. Roxas used to have it up on his office, and I just saw Roxas and Shion do it. That's really the only reason I even knew what it was for. So no, that was a first."
Oh, okay. That probably explains a lot.
What do you mean? Did I do it wrong? I asked
No.
Zen earlier, and he wouldn't give me a straight answer.
No. That's not. I mean, you can kiss someone on like that if you want, but usually it's like a kiss on the cheek or the forehead or something. With between friends.
Oh. Okay. He turns around, he sits. He's no longer facing Matthew. He's looking at his sleepy friends.
You just hear from behind you, "Hey, Faye."
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Matt. Oh, and then he leans back over the edge. He's like, "You wanted to see the ticket, yeah?"
Huh? No, you don't have to. It's fine.
He's already kind of handing the ticket over. It's fair, right?
He you're kind of holding it out. He sees it, and he goes crimson. He's like, "Yeah, that's fair."
Maybe I took it a little too seriously this year.
I mean, they kind of tell you to take it how you want. So, anyways,
Yeah, you should get sleep. And he turns. He goes back to facing his friends again.
About 2-3 o'clock in the morning, you guys make it back to Scala.
Yeah.
And you're woken. Everyone kind of gets a little wake up shake from Jameis. Matthew's still wide awake.
I need to get that boy some fucking melatonin.
I beat his roll, so I'm still
Uh,
awake, I imagine.
make me a notice roll for earlier.
Okie dokie. Sure can do. It's a 5.
Okay. You see he's on some sort of like digital art editor.
Ooh.
Um,
Artist boy.
and you see it kind of looks like emotes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you guys get back home from Scala, and awaiting you in the docks is Gaia.
Oh,
Oh no! How does she
Her-
Does she
look?
have her pissed face on?
She doesn't look pissed, but her arms are crossed,
Oh,
Mm,
God.
no.
Love it.
and
we love
she's
it.
she's tapping her foot,
Oh god!
and
Worse.
Stella.
Oh, shit, that's worse.
Stella and Rimna are helping you guys down off the train, and they look up and see Gaia, and immediately heads go down.
Follow suit. Head also goes down. I mirror my master.
Backing up. Zen's just backing up
so-
against the wall, just like, don't make me go. Don't make me go. Don't make me go. She's gonna kill me.
Zen, it's too late for that.
is-
Zen, it's too late for that.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Nessa is still angry with Gaia, so she just kind of, looks at Gaia with like
I turn to Nessa. I grab her
bratty-
sleeve. That was
bratty
not
eyes.
the time. Nope. That was not the time, Nessa.
Nessa, you promised us you'd be good. You promised.
Please, Nessa.
You
I'm
promised.
being
You guys-
good.
You
I'm
guys
so scared.
all three feel a vibration in your pockets.
I checked
Huh?
my phone.
No, it's not your phone.
What is it?
It's the strip of paper.
Oh yeah.
It's the chat
The
receipt
strip
paper.
of paper.
It's the chat with you
Receipt
paper.
Rithy.
I'm gonna
And you
kill
just-
him. I'm gonna kill
You
him.
just see scribbled on it is just, "I'm sorry, she made me."
Oh, Nessa.
You betrayed us.
And Nessa was like, "Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Of course she did."
Oh,
I
it's their
sigh.
job.
Wait,
It's their
I'm
job.
gonna rip this off like a band-aid. I just walk up to Master Gaia directly.
Zen's just gonna race to catch up with Faye. Does not want to leave him out to dry.
Yeah, no.
I'm-
Birch, Stella, and Remna follow you guys.
Nessa
leads the
just
charge.
kind of
Birch
Nessa
just mumbling.
kinda
What did you
wanders
guys do?
over. Nessa just wanders over, just like whatever.
Yeah, Nessa, you did the least wrong here.
The taps stop as
Oh,
you guys
no.
approach, and she just looks at all six of you. Everyone except for Nessa with their head down. Nessa, you
yeah.
because you're, not exactly ashamed of this. You see the smallest smile in the corner of her mouth.
All right, and Nessa's just like, okay, whatever, and she just kind of looks over and she's like, okay.
Good
She
job.
doesn't say anything.
Good job keeping the train safe.
Zen's head snaps up, just shocked.
Thank you, Master Gaia. Merry Christmas.
We don't need to talk about it. But after the holidays, my door is open. Merry Christmas and get some sleep. You all deserve it. you two come with me. And she points to Stella and Rimna.
Oh no!
Oh, that's when
This makes me
Nessa's
feel
head
more
snaps up at Rimna.
Rimna's
Nessa-
just like sweating bullets.
Nessa kind of, looks at her and she runs up to Rimna and kind of holds her hand and squeezes it and she's like, "You got this, master."
I'll see you in the next life.
And Nessa's like, Master Rimna, you're gonna be fine. And
She gives you a squeeze and then follows Gaia out the dock.
Faye knows Stella can handle herself. He's fine.
Zen just looks at Faye and is like, am I the only one who thought by you two she was gonna point at us?
Yeah, I got scared about it for a moment.
Oh god. I'm gonna throw up.
And Nessa's just like, guys. But then again, Nessa has never trained with Gaia, so she doesn't really understand the depth of Gaia.
Yes,
So
but Nessa, I killed a man.
But Nessa's like, guys, whatever, and let's just go to bed. I'm so tired.
Ed, but Christmas gifts. He looks between the two like,
In
are we
the morning.
Matthew
in
is
the morning?
yeah. Matthew's
It's
like
2
dying.
a.m.
How did I end up the only one
Hey.
who's the spirit crosses his arms?
Faye, first thing in the morning. Let's just take a nap, and then 6 a.m.
You
we'll
all
get up.
slept on the train for like a long time.
So
Come on,
tired.
bud. Come on.
Okay. Follows him back to the dorm.
Before you guys leave,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Meredith, Birch, Avier, they've all kind of, they're with you guys.
Uh-huh.
Matthew, and Birch just goes, "Hey, what if we did a sleepover?"
Nessa's eyes immediately
Zen's
light up.
eyes
Hell
light up.
yes.
Yes.
You see, Faye, make me a notice check because you're the only one that's not. You're the only one that's not like, yes, let's do this.
Yeah, Phelan's like, oh, that's a splody.
Okay.
Faye's also
11.
the observant one.
Yeah,
Like, it's gotta be
11.
Faye.
Avier, Meredith, and Matt are all 3 crimson.
Nope,
Love
so
Birch.
four of us
Love
are
Birch.
crimson.
I
Four of
love
us are
Birch.
crimson together.
Birch is my favorite.
Birch just hooks her arms under both Meredith and Matthew. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go grab our stuff. And then she drags them off to the dorms.
Wait.
Our
Whose
place
dorm
or
are we?
yours?
Yours.
Oh, fuck.
Nessa
Phelan
is
buries his
just
face
like,
in his hands.
Nessa just lets herself be pulled. She's like, hell yeah, this is gonna be so much fun, guys. Right?
Then in horror, we have to clean. We have to clean so fast.
Hold on,
Avier,
let's go.
Avier, Avier, before you guys leave, do you want me to bring anyone or anything? I don't know who.
I mean,
Uh,
with a couple exceptions, y'all are kind of the only people we interact with. And those exceptions would not be willing to come.
that's fair.
Yeah, I doubt we could get a hold of Romanek.
No, Romanik, no.
No.
It's not gonna
Enough.
work.
I will
Happen.
go grab my pillow and I will meet you guys. What's your room again? You guys.
Somebody say a number.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You guys give your room number.
203?
203.
203.
203, sounds
203.
good.
Cannon.
Yeah, room
Cannon,
203.
write it in your
Gotcha.
notes, everybody.
Okay, our room is 203. Got it.
But yeah, you were.
Oh wait, we do have a canon number, and I was really close to it. 103.
Oh, yeah?
Our
Yeah,
number's
103 because you guys are on the
103.
you guys are on the ground floor.
Let's go. I'm so
It's
smart.
probably
Okay.
for the best. They probably know that one of us would jump out a window if we were too high up.
It's true.
Note taker safe.
So yeah, you guys get back to your dorm.
Frantically panic cleaning.
The first thing you see as you guys flip on the lights to the living area is Chatrithy asleep on the couch, like head draped over the edge, his stomach bulging, and he's surrounded by wrappers.
All the candy.
He didn't eat all of it.
gonna
He
kill
didn't.
him.
He didn't eat all of them. He just had.
He was
There's
on
about
thin
like.
fucking ice to start.
He had like one of everything.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Okay.
But he
God.
sold us out to Gaia on top of it. He's on thin fucking ice with me. Bailey's
Think
picking him up.
about it.
Looks
He's
at Zed and says, "Give me one good reason. Give me
he's
one good
snoring
reason."
so loud.
I'm holding him
Nessa-
snoring. Give me a reason. Gesturing to the
Ne-
open window.
Zen.
Nessa gently like lifts Chatrithy out of Faye's hands and is like, "No, it's okay."
Zen.
To be fair,
Okay.
Zen.
Faye. The reason is Nessa would cry. And we'd never forgive ourselves for making Nessa cry.
And Nessa starts making the puppy eyes. Pretty please.
You three make me a notice check.
Okay.
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 4.
Splody?
5.
Okay.
Splody?
Jeez Louise.
He's a Zen.
So Zen.
Pop off.
So Zen.
Yeah, so Zen.
You see
So 16.
you see an envelope in your guys' little tree.
Okay, I'll go grab it.
You see very poorly scratched together, Zen, Faye, and Nessa on it.
Do I recognize the handwriting?
Yeah, there's only
If
one
it's
person that
Jack.
can write this bad.
Okay, I'll open it.
Okay.
And inside is a very crude drawing of you three and Chatrithy, and you're all kind of holding hands with Chatrithy in between.
I love it so
I love
much.
it.
All of you
I hate
have
this stupid thing.
like Santa hats on,
This is going on the fridge
Oh,
immediately.
And it's
this
just
is
like-
absolutely going on the
It's my fridge too.
it's like
Oh, this is sorry.
MERVY.
I love him.
KRIXTMAS.
Oh my gosh.
feel
I love our little
Master
dumpster
Gaia has
cat.
to be like bilingual to deal with it.
Oh yeah.
Like she speaks Chatrithy fluently. Phelan glances over at Ness and is like, only on the condition that you keep your promise about being nice to Master Gaia. Because if you can be nice to Master Gaia, then I can be nice to it. And he goes to clean his room.
And Nessa was like, fine. And then she goes over to see what Zen found.
Then sticking it on the fridge. Just look at what Chatrithy made us.
And Nessa immediately is like, "Oh my god!" And she just squeezes Chatrithy more, even though he's snoring
He's
in her arm.
snoring so loud. It is obnoxiously
Is there an off button
loud.
on him? Can you shake him?
Can't
Oh,
shake the baby.
Nessa can't shake him.
Oh,
Like,
even if
she
you
doesn't
shake
have
him,
a
he
heart
won't wake
to
up.
do.
Even
I
if you
grab my
shake him.
pillow and I throw it with passion at Chatrithy.
Can I catch it?
Oh, it snaps his head back, and he's still just.
Chatrithy. Zen's just getting in his face.
stop.
Chatrithy, wake up. Smacking his little face a little bit. Just wake up.
Guys, just let him sleep.
Well, if he's this asleep, we can just put him outside.
Nessa's like, I'll just put him in my room.
I
And
was
so
about to say,
she-
Nessa, go put him in your room.
Yeah, Nessa just patiently walks over and like puts him on her bed, snuggles him into her bed, and then closes the door.
He's gonna eat her mattress.
That sounds like a Nessa problem. And start.
I'll
he's just
deal
gonna
with
cradle
it.
the
I'll
bigger
deal
of
with
his
it
bedroom.
if it happens, guys. I'll deal with it.
He stares at the fridge and he squints and he's like, no.
And Nessa is like, looks at Faye and she's like, I'll keep the promise. We keep that up.
Okay.
He's trying, Faye.
okay.
He's trying so hard.
All right. We have to clean. We have friends coming
Yeah,
here.
speed
T-minus
cleaning.
10 minutes. We have to clean.
Speed cleaning. Grabbing every
So-
blanket and pillow and making a fucking nest in the living room.
Oh, Nessa totally
Faye is
helps with
setting
the
his
pillow
little
fort.
chocobo next to his Moogle on his bed.
No.
Oh,
Ah,
so pure.
Yeah, you guys get everything set up, and in about 10 minutes, you guys hear a knock on the door.
Nose goes.
Someone else get that. No,
Nessa ends up, answering the door and is like, "Hey guys."
So, outside you see Birch, Matt, Meredith, Avier. You also see I don't know if I should do that.
No, you've already spoken it. You've already
You've
spoken
already
it.
said.
You've already said it. Who is it? Who's there?
Oh boy, we get strangers or Romanek.
You
Who's
do
there?
see a familiar red parka.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Ah, hell yeah.
Faye is
Hell
shook.
yeah.
Faye
Zen-
blinks a few times.
Zen's eyes are so wide they're gonna pop out of his fucking skull.
Oh, Nessa.
Jaw on the
Nessa's
floor,
face
like,
He doesn't
what
want to
the
freak out
fuck?
too much and scare Romnick away, though, so he just sort of like motions for everyone to come in and gives Romnick a little smile.
Zen just
and-
turns around focusing on Faye and is just like trying to regulate his breathing, like, what the fuck?
So
How did he
Faye doesn't
do
even
it?
look. He's trying to treat Romnick as normally as possible, like everyone else.
Birch
Nessa's face just sours.
Birch
Zen's
and
just
Meredith.
shocked. He's excited, but he's shocked.
Birch and Meredith are carrying like stacks of presents that they bring in, as well as their own pillow and blanket and sleeping bag.
Nessa immediately
Yes.
starts helping them with the presents so that they don't have to carry as much. She's like, "Come on, guys, give me some of those presents. It's okay." And she starts grabbing some presents to help.
Then takes the sleeping bags and adds them to the nest that we've created in the living room.
Matt has like this duffel bag that you can see is like packed, as well as his pillow and a sleeping bag. And he comes in. Avier just has a pillow. He obviously was not expecting to spend Christmas with people, so he didn't really get anybody anything.
That's fair. We did just meet him on the train, except
Yeah,
for
we did.
Matt.
But he comes in a little sheepishly, because he's not used to this group of people
Aww.
quite yet.
Aw.
And Romanic just stands outside the door.
Then just smiles through the door and is like, "You coming?"
I'm not here to sleep. I'm here to give you this. And he hands you a envelope.
Yeah, he'll take it.
Faye sort of frowns and looks over at Romnick like, are we not playing chess?
Good night.
You owe me at least one round.
It is 3 o'clock in the morning. Good night.
Have
he
a good
turns
night,
on his-
Romanic.
He turns on his heel.
Aw. Nessa.
Is it addressed to
Nessa's-
just Zen or is it Zen and Faye?
No, it is
Or all of us?
addressed. It's addressed to the failures.
Oh, so all of us.
Oh, so yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Zen genuinely smiles at that, just like, oh.
Nessa
enough.
just
Kinda
sour.
cute, right?
Nessa's
I think it's
face.
kinda cute.
Nessa's face just sours, and she's just like, whatever.
Now
You
the
guys
Laughs
deal with
a
it.
little.
the envelope actually it's not like a letter envelope, like it's like a package manila envelope, and it does have stuff in it.
Oh yeah, I'm opening it. I'm gathering Faye, and if Nessa's not interested, then that's fine. I'm trying.
Nessa,
It's the two of us,
Nessa's
that's
just
fine.
like, yeah. Nessa's just like, she's helping like to help everyone else get settled while they look at the letter at the envelope.
So inside
Nessa's justifiably burnt out on Dominic.
Valid.
Yeah.
inside is 3 shards of what looks like pure onyx and a
Ooh.
note.
Yeah, I want to read the note.
In rather like almost calligraphy levels of handwriting, is a letter that explains that these are shards of pure contained darkness from the world of darkness.
Oh, that's fascinating.
They are
Nessa, you sure we
they're
can come see
non-volatile and can actually be used for meditation.
Nessa perks up at what Faye is saying, and she's like, "Okay," and she comes over and looks over.
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys remember the beach to nowhere
Yes.
in,
Yeah.
in the world of darkness?
Yes.
You remember
Those big rocks?
those big giant black rocks that just kind of strand through?
It's like a shard of those.
Yeah.
It's like a shard of those.
It's interesting.
Just pure contained non-volatile darkness.
Zen's just like beaming from ear to ear. He's so fucking hype about this right now.
Do I know
Nessa's
anything
fascinated.
like what is the general knowledge we would know about that place?
The world of darkness?
Yeah. Because that's not exactly a happy place, and I'm kind of wondering how Ramana got this.
I mean, we know he's a darkness monster.
Well, yeah, but like
I'm just trolling. I'm trolling.
Well, you would know that, Heartless come from the world of darkness. It's where they call their home. It's kind of a dangerous place for the beings of light for beings of light to be there for extended periods of time because they can be lost to the darkness. And corrupted. You know that some people have been able to stay for a long period of time, but never permanently.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You do know as well from kind of your talks, Faye, with Stella, that
Right.
it's not a place of evil. It's the other side of the coin.
Right.
So,
Okay. I'm just curious. He hands Nessa hers and is like, look, I mean, he's trying, okay?
Nessa
I
just kind
was
of
a lot like that when I first got here. And you're nice to me.
Nessa just kind of gives a little sigh and just kind of looks at Faye and she's like, I'm having such a hard time forgiving him for what he did, because I don't know. She kind of starts softening up a little bit and just like, I care about you so much, Faye, and what he did was, just give me some time, okay? I know I'll eventually like him eventually, but
You don't have to like him, and not even right away, and I'll give you the space you need. Just, I don't know, maybe it'd help if you just imagined a littler, angrier me saying whatever he's saying.
Nessa kind of just chuckles at that, and she's like, all right, I'll give him a chance. Just give me some time.
Then
Nessa.
just gives her.
Yeah.
I was about to say the same. Zen gives her a nice one-arm squeeze and just like, hey, you tried first day to get him to like us. We'll take our turn.
Okay.
Us.
All right. And she just is like, okay. And then she kind of gets up and she's like, okay, guys.
Party
so,
time!
And-
so Nessa, you actually, this is not the first shard of darkness that you've ever seen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she kind of like looks at the rock and kind of rolls it around in her hands and and feels that darkness and everything.
The only other one that you've seen before is actually in Master Rimna's office. She has a large, like, softball-sized chunk in a glass case.
Mm-hmm.
And she's expressed that while it is safe, it is not to be played with, or at least hers isn't, because it's so large.
Mm-hmm.
But you do know that, you know, it's a good source of study for darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is just pure... It's just pure, unadulterated, almost neutral darkness. Which is really hard to say, considering, you know, a lot of the training that you guys get is darkness is evil.
Mm-hmm.
But you've also seen history and time and again people using darkness while still being good.
Mm-hmm.
And Romnick seems to be a prime example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Zen also pins Romnick's card to the fridge next to Chatrithy's picture.
Yes, Nessa?
So Nessa just kind of contemplates, you know, just what the thing is and, you know, the darkness, and she just kind of contemplates that it came from Romnick, and, you know, just remembering Rimna's teachings and kind of helps soften up her, that kind of helps soften her up towards Romnick a little bit more.
So he got us a gift! Do you know how much fucking growth that takes?
I guess. I mean...
He's still teasing us and being shitty, but I think that this is him trying.
Okay. But
Zen's gonna go set his in his room so it's safe.
Nessa actually wants to, like, put it on her necklace.
Yeah.
Is that okay to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can,
So yeah, Nessa puts it...
for later.
Yeah, Nessa puts it on her necklace.
Yeah, you can take some just, like, copper wire, wrap it around it, and then hook it onto your necklace.
Yeah, that's basically what
so
I do.
So pretty.
He's got his emergency book, and he's being a bit of a wallflower in his own living room right now, trying to avoid the massive people.
Matt...
It's gift time.
Well, not yet.
Not yet,
Almost.
Matt has kind of set himself up in a corner. He's also reading a book. Avier's kind of he's that guy that stands there, just all of his stuff in his arms, not really sure what to do. Meredith and Birch have already set up stuff and are actively, like, bringing out mugs of hot cocoa with peppermint sticks sticking out of them.
Cute.
Nessa goes to Avier and she's like, you know, you can sit on the couch if you want. Like, you can, like, the world is your oyster.
Oh,
loosen up a little bit.
Right, okay, sorry, I just didn't know where I could set my stuff up.
You know what? Set it anywhere. No worries. We'll clean it up later. It'll be fine.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't bring any gifts or anything.
Nah, no worries. We're just here to have a good time. No worries. And she just kind of, like, leads Avier to the couch a little bit. She's trying to be a good host.
Right. Hang on. Oh, excuse me. He's not exactly hesitant.
He's just awkward.
He's never been around this group of people before now, so especially after the train.
All that shit.
Yeah. He's a little awkward. He especially is, like, avoiding all eye contact with Zen.
Yeah, that's valid.
And but yeah, Birch and Meredith are, like, handing out mugs of hot cocoa.
Over a little bit of time, Phelan's gonna start scooting his wallflower book corner closer to Matthew's wallflower book corner.
Sort of in a... You notice, like, after a certain point, Matthew's head is kind of like dipping down as he's reading. Just every now and then he's kind of nodding down. Yeah, he's dozing off. He's like curled up under his sleeping bag with the pillow behind him so that way he can prop up. But he's like slowly kind of just like falling over slightly.
Aww. I don't wanna bother him if he's about to sleep. God, that's so rare. I'm gonna stop my shuffling about like a good 2.5 yards away from Matthew's corner.
He's
just be content there.
Yeah, he's still reading. Like, you can see his head is moving as he's reading. And he seems to perk up a little bit more as he's handed his own hot cocoa.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just scoot over closer then.
Yeah, are you attempting to look at his book, or?
Yeah, I do kind of want to see what he's reading.
Cool. It seems to be let me find the actual name for this.
History book. That's so cute.
That's very cute.
Yeah. He
is it in that language that I don't understand then?
No, it's actually in normal race.
Ooh.
He's reading about the Janai. I had to remember what the
plural for Jen is.
Jenei, as you guys can kind of see on the stream.
Oh, Faye's immediately absorbed in what's on the paper, has gently forgotten that Matthew's there, and is now just reading the book secondhand over his shoulder.
So yeah, the Janai are like the ancestors of, as you guys can kind of the players
can't read.
can read.
It's too small.
The Janai were like ancestors of modern day adepts.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like the founders of synergy, and you can see like there's some formula for like advanced synergy abilities and spells that he's never really experienced before, or at least you've never seen him use before. So
we're relating back to that ticket, aren't we? Yeah, he's just quietly reading the page. He's engrossed in the same text as Matthew right now.
You do see with your high notice, you do see as he takes a sip of the hot cocoa, and you notice that his flipping of the pages slows down to the point where if he notices that you're not, like, your eyes are not moving, then he knows you've finished the page, so he flips to the next one.
Cute.
So, like,
Balin just quietly enjoys that reading then. He's not gonna ruin the moment. He's just gonna curl up and read with him.
Yeah.
He's left his book completely to the side, which I assume is just like a textbook that he's fished from Stella.
Probably.
Zen's gonna take advantage of his, like, semi-captive audience and go grab his guitar and just start lightly plucking something soft and chill, setting the vibe for everybody.
Yeah, Nessa's enjoying that, and she's just kind of like talking with Avier, trying to get him more comfortable.
Yeah, he's warming up. No pun intended with the hot cocoa. But he is warming up to the surroundings, and seeing that this is kind of a safe space, he's a lot more. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it was a long night. He's a lot more open to talking about stuff. And he mentions, like, at some point in the conversation, like, if chocobos are, like, brought up, he begins to sort of hyperactive go into detail about chocobo racing.
And Nessa just keeps asking him questions about it because she's actually starting to get interested in chocobos and chocobo racing and all that kind of stuff. So she's like getting into it. She's
Jock
liking it.
Nessa, Jock Nessa,
So,
give it.
he explains that chocobo racing is, or more commonly known as choco racing, is a full contact sport. Actually, it involves 2 teams of 5 on a chocobo racing track, where the goal is to get at least 3 of a majority of your team past the finish line. Right.
Oh.
There's 4 roles that take place within the race. There's the racer, which you find out Avier is actually his team, or the school team's racer. They're the ones that basically are their goal is to be the one that finishes. Like, they are like the fastest, the best riders out there, the most agile, able to fight back, but their goal is to finish, right? And to stop the other racer from finishing, because usually it's just head to head those 2 up in the front. Then you have the tackle, who is designed to target the other team's members in order to knock them off their chocobos, slow them down, etc., etc. There's the backer, which is sort of your support role. They are the only ones that are allowed to use magic, and they can only use support magic such as healing. They can use spells that will speed up, slow down, affect the track, etc., etc. And then there's 2 defenders, who are exactly how they sound. They are designed to, or their whole job is to defend the racer and the backer mostly from the others, so that way they can finish. You find out that Avier is a racer and a tackle, which would probably explain his physique, because he needs to be lithe yet strong in order to be able to actually do combat.
Yeah, Nessa's just fascinated, and she she just asks him all the questions just to get him all like comfortable and all that kind of stuff. And then I think
yeah.
And then Nessa eventually she eventually finishes her conversation with Avier, and then she moves on to Meredith and Birch and sees how they're faring.
Birch has been like bouncing between all of you guys, like just bring up a sentence, go to the next person, talk for a minute, go to the next person. And at some point, like 20 minutes into this, you guys hear a lack of Birch. And if you like actually look around the room, you see that she's just passed out in the middle of the nest, face down. Like, she's out cold.
I was about to say, I didn't sleep on the Polar Express, did I?
No, you didn't.
I'm
neither
probably quite sleepy.
Yeah, neither you nor Matt. He's dozing again.
Yeah.
Meredith's
body rolls.
Meredith is kind of just standing in the entranceway of the kitchen, and she's kind of just like, she keeps glancing over at you, Nessa, and then just looking back down at like her phone.
Well, I rolled a 2 for Phelan, so Phelan is out like a light. At some point, he has not kept up with the reading and is just head on Matt's shoulder, gone.
So Nessa eventually makes her way over to Meredith and is like, "Hey, are you enjoying yourself?" Like, but at this point, like Nessa is just like kind of like sleep drunk a little bit, so she's just like, "Hey, how's it going?"
You
so soft.
Let me see if she. No, fuck. Okay, that was a fumble. She's like looking down at her phone when you approach her, and she doesn't notice that you come up. And as you say something, her head snaps up, and you hear a crunch, and you look down, and she squeezed her phone.
Oh
no. And Nessa's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry." She starts apologizing for something she didn't even do.
No,
I'm
no,
so sorry.
You're fine. I'm sorry. I was just checking, saying Merry Christmas to my family, and I sorry. Here,
No, you're fine.
she
And
she just looks down, real sad, like, oh, I needed a new one anyways.
Nessa just feels really, really bad, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry about your phone." And she just like, she tries, and she's like, "Oh," and I'm guessing it's a lost cause, right?
Oh, it's shattered.
I'm trying to say it's
shattered. It's shattered. It's like somebody vice gripped it. Like it's gone. A little scary a little scary that she was able to crush her phone like that, but it's also Meredith.
Nessa just feels bad, and she just like, "Oh, I want to fix it, but..."
It's fine, I needed a new one.
Oh, okay, and Nessa just kind of like, so where, she's a little bit, sleepy, and so she's like, "Where do you think you're gonna get a new phone?"
The store sends new ones every now and then, so I'll probably just snag one from there.
I hope it's not like too expensive or anything. No,
I'll just phone. No, it's fine. We have insurance on these things, so I'll just grab a new one, and it might be a while. We don't know when the next shipment's gonna be, but it's fine. She looks very sad at that, the thought of not having a phone for a while.
And Nessa just feels bad, and just like, I'm sorry. I should have been more. She's just like fumbling at the moment.
I do hate to do this, but I'm really tired. Is there anywhere I can, like, where is there a specific place to set up, or?
Nessa just kind of smiles, and she's like, "You can totally take the couch if you want."
And she kind of looks over, and since you've left him, Avier's out cold on the couch. He's sprawled on it.
Ben's eyes just kind of gesture to the blanket nest in the center of the floor.
Oh, and Nessa immediately picks that up, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, and yeah, you can sleep in there's a blanket right there if you want it."
She
laughs really awkwardly.
Blanket nest.
Yeah. That looks comfy. Thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And she just smiles, and she just wants to be a good host. Like, her mom is usually a really good host, so she's like, "Yeah, go ahead. Sleep right there in the nest. It'll be great."
Zen.
Yeah.
You get a little ping.
Zen's gonna check his gummy phone.
It was the delayed, like, notification. It's a text from Meredith.
Oh, bud.
And it just it reads. Oh, I'm actually gonna send this to you. I'm actually getting a message to you.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
That's very cute.
Oh.
I love Meredith.
I just heard Moss scream from the other room.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah, Zen's gonna go and wait until nobody's paying attention and just...
You probably got one on the tree somewhere.
Yeah, he's gonna go and set it up in the threshold of the kitchen and try and stealth.
Go ahead
Try
and
and do
stealth.
it sneakily.
Nessa, can you roll me a notice check?
Okay.
What's my stealth? Jesus. 4.
She
What?
exploded. She got
Oh,
an
no.
11.
Oh
Nessa-
God.
Ah.
So Nessa, you and Meredith are in the kitchen, and you.
Oh, they're still in the kitchen. Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it there
Okay.
then. I thought they
Uh,
were moving to the blanket
Well,
nest.
no, they were talking about it, but no.
Fuck.
You see Zen like putting up a sprig of mistletoe on the door frame.
Nessa just giggles. She is oblivious. Like she notices it, but she doesn't really like know who it's for. So
Doesn't trigger.
it doesn't trigger. It doesn't like actually like
There's no
It doesn't-
recognition.
there's
Yeah.
no
Nessa
recognition.
assumes that he's trying to punk somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
That's funny.
You see that Zen, you hang it up and you
He just
Go
goes
about-
back to his post.
yeah.
He goes back to playing his guitar. Playing something nice and soft and gentle for people as like a little lullaby / ambience.
Amazing.
Meredith is like, so were you able to use the pillow?
Oh yeah, I totally used it on the train. Like I managed to get some shut eye, and it's super cozy. I really like it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you like it. Are you guys sleeping out with the rest of us, or?
Oh, and Nessa just kind of laughs, and she's like, "Chatworthy took my bed, so yeah, I'll be sleeping out here."
Okay. All right. But yeah, I need sleep. I'm
Yeah.
kind of dying.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. Yeah, go get some sleep. I'm just gonna make sure that, I'm trying to be a good host and stuff like that. So I'm just, yeah.
I think everyone else is basically out cold.
And Nessa kind of looks around to actually see that everyone is out,
Yeah.
pretty much. And she's like, "Oh, well, okay then." And she goes over to the nest and everything, and she's like, "Well, yeah, I guess we should get some sleep." Yeah. And Nessa actually starts to like, her eyes are just like starting to close on her and everything, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'll just yeah."
Zen,
And yeah.
Zen, you see this happen, and Meredith's just standing in the awning. And then as
Zen
she
just
sees
passes him the most Zen just passes her the most hopeless eyes of just like, "I know, bud. I'm sorry."
she looks at you and she shrugs and just moves to the nest.
You'll get her later. It's okay. It'll be fun.
Nessa's so oblivious, guys.
Oh, it's fun. It's great. So,
God.
yeah, Matt's
Could
out.
be worse than Matthew.
Matt's out like a light.
Oh yeah, Faye was probably passed out before him, just head on shoulder going.
Oh,
And-
Nessa's fast asleep in the nest.
Zen just puts up his guitar and goes to settle in the nest.
And this is where we will take our break.
Cool.
Let's go.
When we get back, we will open up Christmas presents and have a little bit of a time skip.
You?
Interesting.
So, now that we're back, I think it's time for presents.
Presents!
Yay!
So,
One little thing.
Yeah.
Zen wants to force himself to wake up super early to even beat Faye awake, and wants to make Christmas breakfast for everybody.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
easy to do because Faye's fucking exhausted after
Yeah,
saying
you guys went to
all
Oh,
bed
so
at
is
like
Nessa.
3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, so like, Yeah.
Valid.
You're waking up at like
conked out on Matthew's shoulder. Yeah.
you're waking up at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's fine. Everybody's waking up to the smell of breakfast.
Yeah.
And he's just praying that nobody has any food sensitivities.
At some point, Avier like rolled off and fell off the couch and is like half on top of Meredith, who hadn't fucking stirred.
This is the purpose of the nest. This is why the nest exists.
Birch is like upside down, wrapped around Nessa, your leg.
Nessa's just, yeah.
Yeah, I would assume that you're probably sprawled out as well.
Yeah,
Starfish style.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Faye. Roll me a D10. Let's see who of the two wake up first.
Let's go.
Before you say your answer,
Four.
Nessa or Moss, or Nessa or Zen, high or low, good or bad?
High good.
High good?
I'll do high good.
Okay. Faye?
4.
4? He rolled a 5.
Yeah. Oh, based.
Yeah, Matt wakes up first. He probably wakes you up because he sits up and you just hear his back popping.
Oh, God.
Since you guys fell asleep sitting up, he is
brunch
sore.
Oh, Phelan's fine. He slept in worse conditions. He he sort of just sits back up and blinks a few times and good morning.
He kind of looks over at you with like one eye half open.
Are you good? You're
Yeah.
sounds weird.
I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Oh, baby
You want some
boy.
breakfast? I'll bring you a plate.
Oh.
He gets up and he goes to get a plate of breakfast for Matthew.
Yeah, as you stand up, he kind of falls back onto your pillow.
Oh, cute.
Oh, cutie.
Yeah, I go get him a plate of breakfast from Zen.
So,
Our table is a little small for this large group, but Zen's trying his best.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of
kind of eating on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of bringing people plates.
Yeah.
The food does wake Matt up. Avier wakes up surprisingly easy. Like as soon as he's awake, he's up and he's trying to help you, Zen, with anything that you need.
Yeah,
Birch-
Zen will have him run plates.
Birch doesn't wake up.
As soon as
She's just
Birch.
she's out fucking cold.
So tired, sleepy baby.
Oh,
I don't think
gosh.
Nessa's awake yet.
Faye is immediately going to go and start shaking gently awake everyone who's asleep because he is an eager kid on Christmas morning.
Oh, do we notice extra presents from Santa?
What's up? You guys do actually see an extra present for every one of you.
Ooh.
But minus me, I assume. I got mine.
Well,
That's just your first gift. That doesn't mean
no,
it's not
you do see one on
Oh, that's weird.
under the tree from Mr. C.
Interesting. Okay, Faye's even more excited. Faye's bouncing on his heels like, all right, get up, get up, get up, get up. Christmas.
So-
Christmas time. Christmas morning.
Nessa just groggily is just like, what?
The easiest way I could see doing this is first we will hand out I will name an NPC, and if you guys have gifts for said NPC, we will do that.
Okay.
Once we go through all of those, then we will go over you three, and then any NPC that's not in the room will go over after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Seems like the most efficient way to go.
the first one that's probably got a gift from everybody, Matthew.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll go around, go in a circle. So Zen,
Okay, so Zen's present for Matthew is a complex puzzle box that when you solve it, there's a little wrapped up chocolate on the inside.
It's cute.
Like a little reward. And it's a very complex puzzle box. He's probably going to stay awake trying to figure it out.
Yeah, probably. Faye.
This is both a gift and a threat. It's a blanket with little glow-in-the-dark constellations that are all over it. Very soft to touch. And as Matthew opens it, he gets the sense that this is both a like command and a gift. Like, you need to sleep more, and so I'm giving you this soft, comfy thing in hopes it'll make you sleep more.
Yeah, loud and clear. He sees it. He looks up at you, Faye, and it's just nod.
He grins.
Message received.
Can't promise anything, but nod.
As long as you're trying.
Nessa.
Nessa pulls out a hand-knit red sweater. That, you know, has that I want to say that it has like a little art of his djinn.
That's
oh,
cute.
Little quake on it.
So
Very
yeah,
cute.
it's got a pixelated like, you know, little quake on it, and she just sheepishly just like hands it over.
Cute.
He holds it up and he's like, this is cool. Thank you. And you see like the sweater fill up and then the head of Quake pop out through the neck.
Cute.
Cute.
Zen, he's like already fiddling with the puzzle box. Like already. He's going to town on it. Birch hands him like this cookie tin.
Oh, it's Morph. I know
And
this.
he pops it open and you see just a collection of coins.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was more Buckeyes.
Meredith hands him a coupon.
Valid.
Capitalist queen.
Capitalist queen. We love her.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Avier actually has a gift for him as well.
That makes sense. They were
Matthew's to
friends.
love.
Aww.
Well, you got to think the hopefuls all know each other.
Yeah.
And he
That's so cute.
he hands Matthew it looks like a sewing kit, and you see it's actually a patch kit. Like
Like for
repairing.
synthesis or for,
Well,
like,
no, it's
repairing
like for
mechanical stuff?
repairing his like it's got like sewing needles and patches, and so it's actually got like stuff for like on the fly fixing clothing.
Oh, for fixing clothes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cute.
And him and Matthew give each other a little fist bump.
Aw.
Cute.
Cute.
Next up would be Birch.
Yep.
I didn't know Birch till after Polar Express, so no.
Okay. So Zen.
So Zen got her a little mug that says "World's Best Big Sister" with a bunch of
Cute.
little chocolates in it, and he's just like, because you're like all of our big sister. You've always taken care of us.
And she's like, "Oh, thanks. I appreciate it."
He gives her a little squeeze.
Faye, do you give her anything?
I didn't know Birch.
No, that's fine. And if you didn't, that's fine. She just gives you a
don't
hug.
feel bad. None of us have anything for Avier.
Yeah, Phelan's antisocial, doesn't know anyone yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no,
he's
she
a little
just
shy.
she just gives you a hug. And she's like, "This is good enough of a gift."
He hugs back.
Oh.
And Nessa, yeah.
Yeah, Nessa.
Nessa has something for Birch. So Nessa pulls out this little friendship bracelet that she made herself. You're gonna see a theme here. Nessa made all of her gifts by hand.
I
Nice.
love her so
Um,
much.
And so she made this little friendship bracelet that's like, you know, kind of matches her color scheme, you know, kind of the greenish, you know, healer color scheme that she has going.
Right.
And she's like, and she just kind of sheepishly hands it over, and she's like, Merry Christmas. I know it's not much, but yeah.
She puts it on. She's like, "Are you kidding? I love it!" And she gives you a big
Aw.
squeeze.
Oh, Nessa just
Thank you so
absolutely
much.
gives her the big squeeze.
I love her.
Like, yeah.
Every NPC is the best NPC. I love them all so much.
Babies.
Avier hands her a whistle that's sort of shaped like a blade of grass.
Oh, that's very cute.
Cute.
And they seem to like, he doesn't explain it, and she kind of looks at it and she smiles like she knows what this is, and she gives him a hug. Meredith hands her a coupon.
Willis Queen.
And Matthew doesn't hand her anything.
Okay.
He's just like, I'll get it to you later. I'm still working on it. And she's like, yeah, no problem.
Babies.
Emotes.
Emotes. Oh my gosh.
Anything for Avier.
We literally
Gosh,
just
I
met him.
didn't
I'm
know
so
him.
sorry.
That's
I'm
fine.
so sorry.
So Nessa like like when
The candy pile.
So she actually like quickly made like a little friendship bracelet for him too. Just
Cute.
kind of found some yarn in her room and just quickly made a friendship bracelet while she was talking to people, and she hands it to him and she's like, I know it's not much, but Merry Christmas.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't get anybody anything.
No worries, Mary. Yeah, it's so nice to meet you, and I'm sorry I couldn't get you a better gift, but yeah.
He smiles and puts it on.
Cute.
Please.
Baby boy.
Meredith.
Yep.
Listen, Phelan didn't really know and talk to anybody.
It's okay. It's okay.
So, Nessa pulls out a little crocheted amigurumi chocobo plush, and sheepishly hands it over to Meredith.
She gives a small squeal and hugs it tight.
Cute.
Cute. So Zen hands her a little box, and inside of it is a hand crocheted beret that looks like a little strawberry, and like the little tip on it is the little strawberry leaves.
That's adorable.
I'm the only one that can't
Aw.
crochet.
She puts it on. She puts it on.
Zen likes projects where he gets to use his hands.
Well, so
Oh,
does Faye.
Nessa knows
So
how to
Romnick.
crochet and knit and stuff.
Sorry, that was
Romanic,
a poor taste
yeah,
joke.
we already.
I already gave
No.
Robin his
No,
gift.
we already gave Ramen a kiss.
No, I was making a joke about Zen liking to use his hands.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Listen, you can't make those jokes. You're the only one not allowed to make those
You
jokes.
can't not ship it and then not make the jokes, okay?
It's fair. Faye, did you get Meredith anything?
No.
Stop putting him on the spot. He'll say if he,
He
had
didn't
something.
know.
No, that's fine.
He just doesn't know people that well yet. He's not social.
Oh, Zen would also text Jameis to come over. Because, duh.
We'll
He
leave
should have
those for
been included,
NPCs.
and I felt bad.
We'll add those
Well,
to
he is like
NPCs
20
that
something.
I know.
we'll add him to NPCs that you guys have to go
NPCs,
find.
yeah.
Fair,
Yeah,
fair
no
enough.
worries.
We'll go on a search and fight for him, too.
Yep.
Mhm.
Birch hands her a small box, and when she opens it, it's a it's like it looks like a stuffed ball, like multicolored ball, in the shape of like money.
Oh, it's a money.
And when she picks it up, you hear a bell shake.
Aww.
And you realize it's for an animal.
Cute.
Meredith have a cat?
No, she's got
No, it's
a
not
chocobo.
the
She's got
thing,
chocobos.
but- Yeah.
Yeah, she
yeah.
worked on a farm
Chocobo.
with chocobos.
Fair. I'm not observant.
And
She was also
Birch-
napping with the cow, so it could
Birch
have
is
also
like-
been the cow.
Birch is like, yeah, that's. I figure you and Oko can enjoy that.
Oh,
Cute.
Avier actually hands her a little note, like a little letter, and she reads it and she smiles. She goes, "Okay, thank you," and he gives a nod.
Okay.
fair.
They're so babies.
Do any of you ask what it is?
It's not our
No,
business.
it's not for us.
Nessa is like Nessa's slightly curious.
Yeah. Do you like read over her shoulder or anything?
Yeah, I do. I sneak
Yes.
and I sneak a peek over her shoulder just real quick.
Yeah. It just reads that your new saddle's in the barn.
Oh, and Nessa just smiles at that.
Zen.
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 I am Zen.
You get gifts.
I get gifts.
Faye, what'd you get Zen?
Zen doesn't know how to.
Yeah.
Zen is so stressful.
So Faye gets Zen a little songwriting journal. Like it's a journal, but it has like music sheets specifically empty to be written in for writing songs.
Oh god, his eyes are just like glazed over, like he's gonna cry, but he doesn't, and he just squeezes face so tightly.
Aw, Faye hugs him back real tight.
Nessa.
Write me one, huh?
Yeah.
Nessa pulls out a black sweater that, you know, has some neon writing that has like neon music notes on it.
Oh.
And everything, and there's like notes on the front and there's a guitar on the back, and she just like she sheepishly just hands it over and she's like, "Merry Christmas."
He fucking like picks her up in a hug. Thanks, Nessa.
Yeah.
Well, Matthew already gave his
Yeah, Matthew handled Zen.
Birch and
That made
Meredith.
him cry.
Birch and Meredith smile at each other.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Zen
Mischief.
outwardly goes, oh no.
And they move over to they reach behind the tree and pull out the biggest gift there and hand it to you.
It's not bigger than Zen's gift for Nessa.
Fair.
Zen's is almost the size of a person.
Oh, theirs is almost the size of a person.
Oh,
About
okay.
half of,
So
or
about
well,
the same
about
thing,
about half
yeah.
of a person. Maybe a little bit bigger actually. Yeah.
So stressed out.
About up to your shoulder.
Yeah, Zen
like
starts
to open that
opening
box.
it, but is like very anxious about it. Like, he's very nervous.
There's a tag on it that says from the hopefuls.
Aw.
Zen just looks over at them and just has the biggest warm smile and then opens it, still very nervous.
Birch goes, well, we all pitched in for it, so it is this year's newest edition of a Gibson.
Zen
Let
fucking
go.
shrieks.
Big.
It's got a cherry wood finish, ivory neck. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Mm,
Zen fucking shrieks, immediately pulls it out, and just immediately just starts to try and test it out.
Oh yeah, gorgeous
Oh,
sound.
yeah.
aw.
Gorgeous sound.
No.
He's like excited, tapping his little feet because the gifts go hand in hand. He's like, yes.
Phelan.
Then just wraps all 3 of the hopefuls, or all 4 of 3. 3.
3.
3 of the hopefuls and Birch up in a big fucking squeeze. Just thanks,
Aw.
guys.
Yeah,
Cute.
I chipped in instead of Matthew, so.
That's fine. It's okay.
And
so pure.
I will get to Mr. C's gifts at the end.
Right.
Okay.
Phelan,
Drama.
Yes.
what'd you get him, Nessa?
Oh, I got him that chocobo, that red chocobo. But
Right.
Yeah, the
she,
chocobo.
but she also hands Faye a sweater, like a pink sweater with like, yeah, just like a nice pink sweater that she thought would go well with his skin and everything. And there's
Aw.
like, and it's got like,
Aw.
it's kind of one of those sweaters that has like, writing from a book on it, and everything. So, and she
Yeah.
noticed,
Yes.
like one of those book nerd, sweaters.
Book nerd
and it's
sweaters,
pink.
yeah.
And yeah,
So
and so
good.
she sheepishly hands it over, and she's like, I know I gave you the chocobo, but I also wanted to make you a sweater, so.
You got me 2 things. He gently scolds, but he grins. He hugs it to his chest. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nessa's speed with a crochet hook is terrifying to behold.
Yeah.
Like, I am
She-
afraid. I am afraid of her.
She's been
While
crocheting
Faye is
and
training,
knitting.
she's crocheting.
Oh yeah, she learned growing up with her mom, and and her mom would like make these gigantic blankets.
Oh, yeah.
And she liked it, so.
Aw.
So pure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Next one.
So-
Zen.
So, Faye, what I got you, and he hands like a big box. And as Faye opens it up, there's 3 clearly book-shaped objects of varying sizes, but they're wrapped in butcher paper, and twine. And written on the butcher paper is "blind date with a book," and then it gives like a wildly strange way to describe the specific book, so he doesn't know what he's getting into. And there's just like 3 different descriptions on all of them.
Oh yeah, he's scanning them over immediately as if it's a puzzle. And he's just like, oh? Interesting. Okay. He's flipping, he's trying to guess, but there's no hope. Zen knows. Zen knows better. Thank you, Zen. Gives him a little hug.
Yeah.
Birch, Faye, hands you a it's definitely a book that's wrapped up, right?
Right.
And she kind of whispers, "You can open it up in here, just don't read it. Just don't read it."
Okay. All right. I get that. I gather it.
Um,
And I'll go ahead and open it in here, but I'll follow her advice. I won't read it in here. Assuming there's probably something different on the inside.
So, you read it. So the cover itself is kind of blank, right? Except it has a heart, like an actual like Kingdom Hearts heart, underneath the title, and the title just reads "Beating Hearts." And the author
You just shut the front door.
the author is Burr Tree, BR BIR space tree.
Oh my god, you're just fucking thinking shit. Oh my god.
Listen, Phelan is not a stranger to the internet. Phelan has a solid idea of what this might be, and so he he gives Birch a little look, and then he smiles. He's like, "Thank you, Birch. Sorry again, I didn't get you anything.
It's fine.
This is all new to me. Next year, I'll get you."
Let me know how you like it, because that's not published yet.
Absolutely. And slides
Matthew-
it underneath the books with Zen.
Matthew sees the book and goes fucking crimson.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, he knows.
Matthew knows what this is.
Oh no.
For reference, Zen and Nessa,
Matthew's his fucking editor. Matthew's fucking...
make me a knowledge local.
A knowledge local?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's a D4. Oh god.
That's a D6 for me. I got
Well,
a
Nessa.
3.
Explode. Not hard to do on a D4.
Yeah, but I got a 3.
7.
Oh. 7?
Oh,
Zen, you've been
bless.
on the internet. You recognize the author. You recognize the pen name.
Zen quit. Naughty.
Don't look at me.
It is.
Don't look at me.
It is a acclaimed novelist. Only a few couple of books out of boys' love.
Oh my
Amazing.
god.
Amazing. Zen Queen, you absolute degenerate. All right. Anywho.
Listen. Don't call me a degenerate. Birch is the one that writes BL. Not my fault.
Oh God.
So,
All right.
Meredith
What is Meredith?
doesn't hand a coupon. Meredith instead, Faye, hands you a small little box.
Blink. I'm actually a little bit confused. But I go ahead and I open it.
Inside is a gummy phone case.
Oh.
It's a really pretty case. It matches your color scheme and whatnot. However, the thing that catches your eye is it has a little like screen on the back
Oh.
and a couple of buttons.
Oh. Gamer phone case? What
And
is
you
this?
you
Hit buttons.
plug it in because you can see there's a little like aux
Yeah,
plug.
I start putting it on my phone and plugging it in.
The back kind of lights up for a second. Press a button.
I press button.
So you press the button, and the screen on the back lights up, and you see just a little. It looks like just a blob with 2 eyes on it, pixelated on the screen.
What's that?
Oh my
He
god.
tilts his head curiously and looks up at Meredith like, "What is this?"
So
God.
it's called. They call them digital monsters. They're like a little. You take care of them, you feed them, you clean up after them.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's a cute little game. I have one myself, and she pulls
You
out her
did.
phone and shows, and you actually see like her little figure is like a cat standing up with like really
Whoa.
big paws.
Cute.
For reference, Gatomon.
Ah, cute.
Aw.
And she's like, yeah, there's only a few of these out there.
Oh, neat. Thanks. I'll take good care of it.
Yeah. What's up?
I'll get you next year too. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's fine.
You know, it's Lily sits down. He starts playing with it a little bit.
Yeah. It beeps at you and like it opens up this really wide mouth, and you can tell that like that's the feeding thing. It's a
I feed it. Yeah.
best way to explain it is it's like a Digimon Tamagotchi.
Yeah. Cute.
It's not true Digimon, but
Yeah.
Nessa,
Okay.
Oh boy.
Zen, what'd you get her?
So the other vaguely human-sized box, Nessa, you open it, and it is a 4.5 foot tall, wider than you are wide, Mooglebuck's mascot Moogle plushie that's overstuffed and holding a little coffee cup. Like a little plush coffee cup.
Oh, I pick it up and I swing it around, bopping a couple of people with it, and she's just like squealing her head off, and she's like, I love it! And she starts dancing with it in the middle of the room.
Please, Meredith can only handle so much blood rushing to her head.
Yeah, she starts dancing with the Mooglebugs plushie, and she's like, I love it so much!
So cute.
Absolutely adorable.
Very precious.
She's just ecstatic.
Haha, Nessa. So, Phelan knows sewing is a technical skill for like repairing clothing or like stitching wounds. He does not know it for the purpose of creation. That said, you get a rough approximation of your original Moogle plushie, but hand sewn. It's a little bit pathetic, admittedly. But it's his best approximation. One eye's a little sideways. He did his best. He's like, I felt bad for taking yours, so.
Nessa is squeals and she's like, you made this, it's so cute! And she immediately like squeezes it to her face and she's like, thank you!
A wonky eye makes it cuter.
It's like, that totally reminds me of like the little Moogle plush that like, what's her face and like, but yeah, she absolutely loves it. Oh.
He seems happy. He's like, Merry Christmas, Nessa. Gives her a little hug.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. And she just pulls both of you into a hug with the Mooglebugs plushie and the little Moogle. And she's just like, and she starts like, it's a plush party. And she starts dancing with all of you with all the plushes.
You might be able to fit Faye's plushie in the little apron pocket of the Mooglebugs one.
Oh, she immediately does that. And she's just like, oh, the Moogles everywhere.
Cute.
Matthew hands you it looks like a water bottle. But it has like a twist, like not a pop off top, but like a twist top, like that of a spice grinder. So,
she takes it and she tries to twist it.
Don't hold it upside down when you do that yet. It's something that I've been, working on for a while, and you kind of inspired me to finish it, with the last mission we went on. This is called I know this is already the name of a thing, but I like to call this an allspice. From what I've been able to tell, just from what I've been able to work out, anything you put this on, you can make it taste good.
Oh no, Matthew, what have you done, you menace?
Nessa's eyes just absolutely go wide, and she's like, oh my god. And she immediately rushes to the fridge, pulls out a bagel, and starts twisting it onto the bagel, and immediately munches, and she's just in heaven right now.
Even though the bagel is plain, when you take a bite out of it, it tastes toasted. It tastes like it has cream cheese and bacon in it.
Nessa's in heaven right now. Oh my god. And she's just like, thank you, Matthew, and just has the bagel bites in her mouth still when she's saying thank you.
he just looks at the rest of you guys and just like, I'm sorry, I know she likes food, so...
She's gonna try and use this on something that isn't food, Matthew.
Yes,
It only works on food!
Oh, thank God.
Oh my god.
That clarification was
I
necessary.
didn't even think
Okay,
about that,
it
I'm
was,
sorry.
Gonna be the death of us.
it was needed. She would have tried it on something that wasn't edible.
Meredith's already given you her gift, Nessa.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Birch hands you this, it looks like a twig, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as you like take it from her, one of the like little bell flowers that you usually see when you cast Cure forms at the end.
Nessa's just fascinated, and she like
I want you,
tries. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
want you, and this is going to be important. This will go under
Okay.
your armor.
Okay.
It
Okay.
is called a Sprig of Life. You cannot roll. You will always roll more than a. The best way to describe it would be, in your effects, 2 or more on Cure. Basically, if you roll a 1, it's at least a 2.
Okay.
So useful.
Soup.
That is extremely useful.
You can never roll a 1, basically.
Oh, okay. Is it just a one-time use, or is this from now on?
No, that's an equipment.
As long as
And
it's equipped
she's got like a little brooch glued onto it. A brooch clip.
Oh,
Very
this
cute.
is so nice. And she immediately like clips it onto her shirt. And she's like, "Oh my God, thanks so much, Birch." And she just like goes to Birch and like just gives a huge bear hug.
And she's like, "Yeah, no, I figure, I've heard that you..." Oh, excuse me. I heard that you're really good at doing, the same stuff I am, so this helped me a lot when I was starting out, so this could help you.
Aw. Yeah, thank you. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be so useful. And she's just like checking it out and everything. It's great.
I love Birch.
At this point, Avier actually perks up. Actually, I do know what I can do for you guys for Christmas if you would like.
Zen just cocks
Yeah?
his head a little bit.
I know this is kind of a selfish gift on my part, but, I can get you guys front row seats to the next tournament.
Nessa
Oh, yeah, that'd be
immediately
fun.
perks up and she's like, "Really?"
Yeah, I just texted my coach and, said it was fine, so...
Oh, and Nessa is just like, she goes up to Avier and she's like, "Are you okay with hugs?" She's learning.
Look at Nessa
She's
asking
learning.
for consent.
She's
So
learning.
proud.
Phelan
He
taught her.
hesitates for a second before... I mean, yeah, I'm fine with hugs.
And so she just wraps him in like a bear hug, and she's like, "Thank you so much. I can't wait to go and see you do your thing." And she's just so excited.
Yeah,
So
he
proud of
gives
her.
you a hug back. It's not awkward or anything, but it's not like a warm hug. It's just a formal
like
hug back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to see you 3 at the next tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should be sometime in February when the season starts.
Oh, Nessa's like just jumping up and down. She's like, "Oh, that's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited."
Yeah, Zen's perked up. Like, this is gonna be fun.
He's a little less excited. Naturally, it's a loud place, but he's smiling for Avier.
Mm-hmm.
So, the gift from
Focus on
Mr. C.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
Just really fast. Just focus on the chocobos. It'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Zen.
No, Faye. Zen
Oh.
to Faye. Focus on the chocobos. You'll be okay.
Yeah, you guys will get front row seats. That'll be cool.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Rough on Faye.
You've been on the track before, so you kind of know what that entails. Basically, you're going to be by this starting line, and you've seen there's like monitors stuff in the bleachers as well, so
Yeah.
for when they're not right there. But yeah, the gift from Mr. C. You all open up your present. They're all about the same size, and you guys see it is a framed picture of the picture that you guys took before leaving for the Polar Express.
Aww.
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 Faye,
Very
That's
cute.
so good.
Yeah.
yours has a note attached to the back.
I blink. I flip it over. I read it.
And all it says is, "Love you, RNX."
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, Faye tears up. Faye just sort of covers his mouth and starts crying.
Zen rushes in for emotional support.
Oh, Nessa just smiles. And,
He's not hiding the note.
Yeah.
They can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nessa kind of tears up a little bit too. And she's like, oh, thank God they're safe.
He just curls up and he hugs the little note to his chest. That's all. He just stays still and quiet like that.
So,
I'm tearing up. Fuck.
Aw.
so that I think wraps up the gifts for in the room. We're gonna go a little
Alright.
speed round on the rest of the gifts. So no
Okay.
really reactions. Let's just go over
Just
what you
okay.
guys are getting, each
Yep.
person outside of the room.
All right.
So, are you guys getting anything for Jameis?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what are you guys getting?
Yes.
So Jameis has a reverse color version of Zen's top because of the joke he made about liking the way that it looked on him.
Fair.
I got Jameis one of those big, like, mochi texture, like, cat plushes with, like, the little balls and butthole. Ever seen them? The little Japanese ones? Little eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, he got him one of those. It's, like, big enough to use as a pillow.
It's so funny.
Nessa got Jameis a friendship bracelet, but his is unique. It has like this little bead that has googly eyes on it, and she gave him a note of saying, "I'm always watching."
That's great. I fucking love it.
So good.
Very cute.
Gaia.
Yes.
Of course.
Actually, we'll do Gaia last. We'll do Gaia last.
Okay.
Let's do
Wise.
Stella.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
Um,
something for my master.
Nessa didn't get anything.
That's fine.
Yeah, this is all
Faye.
Yeah, I got her a little constellation bracelet. It's like a bracelet that has like the little metal stars and little lines that connect them.
Cute.
very cute.
Very
Hmm.
Vantis.
Duh.
What'd you get him?
Vantis gets a little USB with a song that Zen was writing for him before he lost his memories, and so to cope, Zen just kept writing it and finished it.
Aw,
Performed it in the music room for him.
that's adorable.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Aw.
Rimna.
Nessa, so Nessa actually crafted like out of polymer clay, like, and she made a yin yang necklace that kind of represents, you know, the things that she's learned from Rimna of like you know, light and darkness, you know, balancing. So she put her own like twist on it of, you know, like it's not exactly yin yang, but it's like black and white, you know,
Yeah.
mixed together, and you know, she crafted all and gave it to Rimna.
Right on. Okay. We already went over
Something for
Jameis.
Nessa's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Aww.
We can do that. Nessa's mom.
So Zen also wrote a song. He didn't write it for Nessa's mom specifically, but it was one that he had that was just like very, very fluffy and good vibes that he recorded for her, and it's also on a USB.
That's cute.
It's very soft.
It's so precious.
Is Nessa, did you get anything for Romnek?
For Romanek. Nessa.
Say fucking no.
I mean, that was a valid answer.
She decides at the last minute to make a little black bracelet for Romanek.
Okay.
And
Very
kind
cute.
of, and it was kind of a last minute fine, I'll do this for Faye and the promise, and she it's not perfect, but it's like, but it's something.
Not
Okay.
perfect or intricate, it's just done.
It's just done.
It's completed.
Am I missing anyone? Or what did you get your mom, Nessa?
Oh, Nessa made her a really big fluffy scarf that looks freaking adorable. Yeah,
So
it's like a rainbow colored, you know, yarn with little palms at the end of each at each end.
In turn, you guys actually did get something from Nessa's mom.
Oh.
You each got a Snuggie based off of your color schemes.
Cute.
Very cute.
A Snuggie. I love Snuggies.
Horrible.
Faye, what are the two that I'm missing for you?
The two apart from Gaia, well, Shion, if I can break into her office, I'd like to leave her the only other handmade gift, which is a seashell bracelet for her.
Okay.
And then Fyra made
Yeah.
the Christmas list.
Yeah.
Shit.
I got Fyra some little chocobo treats. Probably asked Meredith for help picking some out for him.
Yeah. You actually, when you go over to the barn, you see Fyra's got a little red and green ribbon on. And all the chocobos have been like dressed up for Christmas.
Very cute.
Probably
I give Fyra
due to
chocobo
Meredith.
treats and pets for Christmas.
Oh yeah, he loves it. It's too
Good.
cold for him to go out though. So,
Yeah, it's fine.
Um.
And then the only thing I have left is for Gaia.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Gaia,
I'd like to go to Gaia.
we will go over Gaia's. Are you guys knocking on her office?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nessa kind of got dragged along. Honestly, she doesn't have anything for Gaia, so she just kind of is there for moral support for Faye and Zen.
Sure. You guys here just come in.
Yeah, we'll head inside.
She's here on Christmas? God, I was hoping there would be no answer. We both
Zen's struggling a little bit with the weight of the thing he's carrying. He's like awkward shuffling.
Yeah, Phelan opens the door and helps.
You guys see on her desk, she's sitting behind it, 3 boxes of equal size wrapped up.
Starter Pokemon.
Come in.
Nessa just
Merry
kind
Christmas,
of
Master Gaia.
Merry Christmas.
yeah. Nessa is just like oh, Merry Christmas under her breath.
Merry Christmas, you three. I expected this. And
You
I
definitely should have.
will not lie, I was warned by our friend Jameis, but
Of course he did.
Of course he ratted us out.
Snitch.
I would ask that you open your gifts here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nessa is now feeling
his head.
Nessa's feeling slightly ashamed that she didn't get Gaia anything, but
Wait,
then is like
open? Phelan did not put together the gifts were for the.
Of course he would.
So do you guys want to open your gifts first, or do you want to give her the gifts?
Oh no, Phelan straight
yeah.
up marched to Gaia. Give her gift. Yeah.
Zen is much slower. He's kind of like wibble wobbling, trying his best. It's
Before
a
he
big
hands it-
gift. It's heavy.
What'd you give?
Hmm? Well, before he hands it to her, he's gonna be like, you just read the note when we're not here. Trust me.
Alright.
And hands over his gift, which is a little sun catcher. It's like a green flower-shaped sun catcher that you hang in the office, and it projects little rainbow prisms.
Adorable.
Very precious.
Very soft.
Aw.
Zen.
Zen got her a very large flower pot that around the outside on the trim has like little tiny intricately painted chocobos all in a line, like they're racing around the rim.
Adorable. Absolutely adorable.
Now you have an excuse to add to your collection.
She smiles. It's warm. And thank you, Zen Quinn. Now, open your gifts. And she almost gets a little giddy. And you've never
Cute.
seen that from Gaia.
God.
Never.
Phelan raises an eyebrow, but he.
Zen's a
he
little
gives the gift.
cautious, but opens
Oh no,
his.
he's excited.
Ness-
Phelan tears in.
Again, Nessa's kind of feeling a little bit guilty, but she just, hesitantly grabs the gift and starts opening it.
All three of you open your gift. And they are equally the same. Except for the colors, which match your color schemes.
No way. Are these what I think they are?
They are shoulder pads.
Whoa, shoulder pad?
They are an individual shoulder piece of
Cool.
Keyblade armor.
Oh.
Sick.
Oh, and so
Zen's eyes are stars.
Yeah, Phelan
Ness-
too.
You don't
Nessa feels really, really bad now.
You don't need to use them, but it was a matter of time before it was time to give you your armors. Now, it's not necessarily meaning that if you put those on, your armor will activate. They will activate when they deem you worthy, but might be good to get used to wearing them every now and then while you're at least training. They may be a little hindersome on missions, so.
Alright. He's
Right.
bouncing on his heels. Like, guys, we're the fucking Power Rangers.
So yeah, you guys each get a shoulder pauldron. Your Keyblade armor has not yet activated. However,
Totally
That is
fine.
okay.
Uh-huh.
you do now have that for when that activates. And that does not mean that once it does activate, you always need to have the shoulder pauldron. As you've seen with Birch, hers takes on her pants when it's not in full
Right.
gear. So it's kind of a personal preference as to what it takes form when it's not in full gear. It can be a chest piece. It can be a gauntlet or a pair of gauntlets. It could be a belt. It could be pants. It could be a garter. Like, it could be a corset. Anything. Like, it will still be there, but it does not need to always take the full place or just the shoulder.
Cool.
So, make sure you
Phelan's
guys
bouncing
keep
up and down
track.
on his heels. He's excited.
Make sure you
Now we
guys
have
keep
something
track.
to
of
add to our art list.
Yup.
Nessa just kind of looks down guiltily and she's like, "Thank you, Master Gaia."
Thank you, Master Gaia.
Thank you, Master Gaia.
Mostly the reason is I don't want you guys. I know you guys are all working on your current like outfits and art. I don't want you guys to have to just scrap those for another
True.
look.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, Phelan's excited.
Yeah.
she smiles. You three did good, and I'm very proud of you.
Nessa
Did-
kind of looks up at that.
Chatrithy tell you everything?
Yes. And we had suspicion about what you saw. About there being more than one.
Right.
But I want you to not think about it for right now and just enjoy the holidays. We will discuss more when things have settled down a bit, okay? We're not
Alright.
benching it, just putting a pin in it.
We can do that.
Okay. Are we back on campus arrest? So it feels like every time we leave campus, something like this happens.
They
I
frowns at that.
I think that a lot of the current issues have been happening because we've been forcing you to stay cooped up. I ask that you remain on campus as terms of your sleeping arrangements and whatnot. However, if you deem it necessary to leave campus, I will not stop you, and neither will the guards.
Okay.
Nessa is just nodding her head and she's like, "Okay."
She looks at you
Alright.
specifically, Nessa.
Uh-huh.
I know that I have not been upfront with a lot of things recently, and I am sorry.
Nessa kind of just like looks down and she's like, okay." She's kind of awkward, but yeah, she's like she's softening up a little bit. She's like, "Okay."
There's a lot of things that I cannot say out of respect for others. There's a lot of things that I cannot say because my hands are tied. There's a lot of things that I want to tell you. I don't like keeping my students in the dark.
Nessa just kind of looks up at that and she's like, "Okay."
I know that I have not been the best of headmistresses here, but I want you to understand that I do have your best interests in mind.
Nessa kind of looks up at that and she's like, "I'm going to hold you to that, Master. Okay?"
I certainly hope you will.
She kind of like stares at Gaia with that look of like, "Man, if anything happens to my brothers again, I'm not going to forgive you."
Nessa, like, Chatrithy. It's all he says under his breath, real quiet.
But yeah, Nessa's like, "Okay."
I want
And
you to
she
understand one
nods.
thing, though.
Okay.
While I take full responsibility as you as my students, you are also those chosen by the Keyblade. That is a lot of responsibility. That is a lot of power. I cannot stop you, nor insist that you do one thing or the other. Outside of studies, you are much further along mentally and emotionally than most people your age, and that is thanks to the Keyblade. You also have to be responsible for yourselves.
And Nessa kind of nods at that, and she's like, okay.
While I do take responsibility for what happened with Phelan, and I should have been more careful and more aware of the situation. It was still your decision, Phelan, to go through with the situation. Was it not?
It was. I own my part of that. Believe me.
There is no one to blame, only to learn.
Nessa just looks down and she's like, I get it.
She looks at you, Zen.
He looks up just barely. So, like Kubrick staring, but not aggressively, like puppy doggy.
Yeah. I have probably failed you the most recently. I am sorry.
He breaks eye contact.
And I don't expect you to forgive me.
Okay.
Aelin just sort of shares a bit of a knowing look with Zen. like we're very close to a kettle popping situation here.
Yeah, Nessa's
trying to gauge.
just...
Yeah, it's a little tense considering what we found out on the Polar Express.
Yeah, and Nessa just like reaches out and sees if Zen wants to take her hand, and
he does.
Consent. And she gives it a little squeeze.
I have great expectations of you three. I know that you three will go very far. And I promise, as your teacher and as headmistress of this school, and as your master, that I will try to do better on my end.
Nessa kind of looks up at that and she's like, thank you, Master.
We'll live up to those expectations.
I have no doubts about that.
He smiles weakly.
Zen.
Yeah.
Your master might have some information for you. If he doesn't present it willingly, you may want to talk to him.
Okay, Master Gaia. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Master Gaia. He puts his hand on Zen's back, and Zen's back is like, okay, we gotta get out of here before one of you out of the office. Like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, Nessa.
Somebody's
Nessa
gonna break. We gotta go.
Yeah, Nessa just follows.
Yeah, you guys close the door behind you. Do any of you
Zen's
look
back
back?
just kind of slams into the wall and he just sinks a
glance
little.
back, yeah.
Do any of you? Yeah, you glance back as you are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
She's stopped watching you guys, and she's actually looking at the two gifts with a smile.
Aw, good.
Oh.
Good. I'll leave because I don't want to catch her with that letter because that'll emotionally damage me too. So I'm just gonna tell my friends wherever I go.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
Zen kind of like wall backslides a little bit when they get out of the office.
Oh God.
Mm,
Fuck.
Sorry, Zen.
It's okay.
You should find your master.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to do that.
Do you want to go alone?
No.
well,
And he pulls out his ticket.
your the secret that I sent you, Zen, is the information.
Yes.
Okay. So that will be handled over the time skip.
Woo!
Oh, okay.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Time skip!
is there anything that you
Point.
guys
Yep.
need to do before the time skip? As we will be skipping to the end of the first month.
Nope, I think we're good. I think Nessa's good.
I
Oh,
So this
I
is
need
for
to do
during
something
the
with Stella,
time
but I don't
skip?
know if we have time for it.
We can
Actually-
squeeze the Stella
actually-
one in.
one more.
Can we? Because
one-
he would want to resolve that sooner than a month with her.
Nessa?
So a couple of days later, like Gaia hears a knock on her door, and she sees a little box in front of her door, and it's a bracelet that has like plants, like it's a plant friendship bracelet kind of thing, and it's just a note of just thank you for the apology.
so soft.
That's sweet.
Very good.
I do have one last thing. Kind of before, kind of during the time skip.
Okay.
The kind of before, he sends Romanik a thank you card for the gift, and he does want to use the shard to meditate during the time skip.
Okay. We'll go over
Just
that
in
in a
In
second.
his downtime.
Stella.
Oh boy,
Is
oh
that
boy.
what, is that what you wanted to do, Faye?
Yeah,
you-
he wouldn't wait a month.
Are you doing this with the group or just by yourself?
By himself, he wouldn't take them.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
I'm sorry.
That's valid.
Okay.
I'm
That's
sorry, you
valid.
guys.
No,
So-
you're good.
During your studies about your drive form, we can say at the end of those, Stella smiles and you're doing good. It's coming a
Thanks.
long way.
Thanks. She can tell there's something on his mind. He's hesitating way too much.
Is everything okay, Phelan?
Could we talk a little?
Of course, you can always talk with me.
Ah, he winces. Ah,
Mm,
you remember the Polar Express?
She shudders a little bit. I remember what happened afterwards.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine.
Look, little escapes me. I could tell I hurt your feelings a bit there. I wanted to apologize.
About?
When we were talking about, going onto the train, and I mentioned that part of the reason we left is because, no, not just me, but me significantly so, we struggle with trust.
She thinks and nods for a second. Can I tell you a story, Phelan?
I like stories. He sits down.
This isn't a happy story.
He frowns a little bit. Right.
I understand you a little bit. I myself am missing a number of my memories.
Seems to be going around lately.
I cannot remember my son's face. I know I have one, or had one, but the reason I'm here is I was in a very not good situation with my family. And I had come home one day to my husband informing me that our son had passed away. And he did some very terrible things, and I was unfortunately at that point a captor of a very abusive relationship. And I'm not ashamed of it. That's why I'm open about speaking of this.
Right.
I lost a lot of trust in somebody that I cared deeply for. But I was not allowed to leave that house for about 3 years.
His visible eye widens.
Things happened, and I unfortunately lost a number of my memories, which makes trust that much harder. I want to believe, because I never saw the body of my son. I want to believe that he's still out there. But part of me doesn't think so. It's probably why I care about the students as much as I do. It's easy to care for those who depend on you and trust you. I don't blame you for having trust issues. But I want you to understand that you can trust me.
He hugs her.
She's taken
She
aback
hugs her
for.
extremely tight.
She's shocked at first, and then she gives him a tight hug.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I may have lost a son that day, but I have a whole slew of children now.
If it helps, it's not exactly personal.
I know. I always knew.
But I'm going to try to do better for you. And for me.
That's all I could ask for. Do better by yourself.
You're exceptionally strong.
No. If I was strong, I wouldn't have been kept in a basement for 3 years.
Shakes his head a little bit, and he's like, well, you said that only part of you really fully believes he's dead, right? That means there's part of you that believes. I think that's strong. If I had the knowledge that whoever left me here still felt that way, I would find that very strong of them.
I'm sure they do. I don't think they would leave such a beautiful child like yourself to fend for themselves without worrying.
I can hope.
She, brushes your hair away from your eye.
Sort of glances down. Less beautiful.
Not so. Now, she gives you one more squeeze. This is a secret between you and me.
Of course.
Our lessons are done for the day. Your midterms are coming up, and I want you to study.
Don't have to tell me that.
Good. Now get going.
Yes, master. He writes back up and heads out.
And we will
I will
pick back
never
next
emotionally
session.
recover from the conversation.
we
Oh,
will
God.
we will
Oh my
pick
God.
up
God.
the next session
Oh.
Ow!
at the
Oh.
end of the time skip.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
So-
Man.
For all of you watching, thank you so much for watching. If you want to catch these episodes live, we play them on now Sundays around 4 to 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every other Sunday. Check it out at twitch.tv/birdscoldgaming, and we'll see you guys next time.